at Southtown 101. It is now Pub Sports Radio with Strange Nights with your host, Udaldo Pena, and my assistant,
Steve Pena. Hola, hola, hola.
Notice he's wearing green again, so he's going to disappear into the audience.
You're wearing green in a green screen.
On a green screen. I meant to find one.
It's one thing you learn to never do as an actor.
I was going to go to one of the mart shops and buy one, but I forgot to. Darn it. Anyway, we cleaned everything up. We, got everything clean and going through our regular stuff. We had a pretty exciting week here. Stevie and I exchanged. I gave him. Well, I didn't give it to him.
I bought his car.
We bought my car, Kia, and I fixed it up.
It's awesome.
And he's got a car where the windows actually roll down.
Now I go up to the drive-thru and roll my window down.
He doesn't have to open the door. Hello.
It's so great.
And you got storage in there. Oh my God, I had so much stuff in there.
I had a different story for every drive-thru.
You did, man. But I said just put everything in bags. I mean, I had 2 bags, about 30 pounds of just junk, papers and coins.
You didn't have that much stuff in there.
I did.
I don't know.
Yeah, well,
I have a lot more stuff in my van.
Yeah, well, I believe it. Did you clean it yet?
Almost. It's almost done.
Right. Well, I got a 2005 Tacoma. It's got 192,000 miles, and I was at the dealership getting the clicker fixed, and I was looking at on their wall, and they have pictures. It showed a 2005 that had 210,000 miles. It was in a rollover, and the guy walked out with not a scratch.
Wait a minute. The truck you had a rollover?
No. They were showing images of other people who had trucks like mine.
Oh.
And this one guy had a 210,000 miles on his Tacoma 2005. Was in a rollover accident and walked out unscathed.
That's because he had 17 kilos of marijuana all around him.
Exactly.
And then it was like a giant cushion.
And then it showed 2 other vehicles that had 450 to 500,000 miles.
Wow. I believe you, man.
I'm going to take it. So, that was actually 2011. I thought it was a 2013. I bought it in 2013, but it was a 2011.
Yeah.
But anyway, we got
the last one I had was in 2011.
Yeah, so here we are. It is a beautiful night. It was not so hot. It was hot yesterday. Oh my God. Tried to cut the trees. Forget it, man. In the afternoon, in the morning. It was. But anyway, a wild and crazy week across the United States. We've all been going through all kinds of changes and stuff.
Nothing's happened, man.
And to all the demonstrations.
Nothing's really happened.
Well, we changed cars. So did you get to fix the AM yet?
Him and I have changed cars. I bought one of those universal antennas, but I haven't attached it yet. So I figured if it's a universal antenna.
It's a universal antenna?
Yeah, you can just because there's just some screws and wires on top of the car. So I figured just see if I can screw something in and make it work.
Well, funny thing is, I was,
because that's the antenna, right? The thing in the back of the car. That's the antenna.
Yeah.
Are you sure that's not for just Bluetooth only or something?
No. It is.
For the antenna. Okay.
Bluetooth does work on there, but what surprised me on the truck? I have an actual antenna, one of them steel ones to go up.
Yeah.
And I was going, what is that?
The Toyota.
I haven't seen an antenna like that in years, man. So
you got to unscrew it when you go to the car wash.
Yeah. I'm not going to
don't forget to unscrew it, man.
I'm not going to the car wash. I'll do it myself. But anyway, I want to say thanks for coming out and listening to us tonight. My sister Brenna said, "Oh, you guys don't have anything of substance. You don't really know." I said, "What are you talking about? We have."
Is she still bitching about us not having any intellect?
No, we do. I do. I said,
"How dare she?"
I told her, "Look, listen tonight." I said, "Look, we have Ask an Alien segment.
It's
we have
very intellectual
Johnny Alien segment.
Even more intellectual.
We have a pet segment. We have questionnaires.
Uber intellectual.
We have a find a new word segment. We have a lot of stuff, man.
Yeah, let me tell you something about intellect.
What?
It's misused, misunderstood, and highly overrated.
That's right. It's okay.
And again, if you look for substance in this show, you just ain't very smart.
Not very much. Well, anyway, but we are going to increase our listenership because, I was paying on Facebook for a program where, they enhance and they let people know. And I was getting people calling in and were seeing and saying that I was getting great likes and stuff. But then the budget got way out of hand. I said, yeah, I want to go ahead and do it. Well, somebody over there decided to charge me like $150 without telling me. I mean, it was coming out of my account. I said, what the hell? So Miranda's going to show me how to do a little more control.
Wait, what happened? What happened? What?
Well, you can charge. You can pay them to help boost your show. Okay. And so it was small amounts at first, and that's what I wanted.
For this show,
yeah. So she's just started her new website, her new thing, and I'm trying to remember. She wrote it down. I left it at home. I'm sorry. And she's already got like 200-300. I said, well, I had up to 1,500 likes the first 6-7 months we were doing this, 8 months we were doing this, and then I lost contact with them because they were charging me something without telling me about it, and I was going, what is this? What is that? You know, so I stopped.
My Facebook page has like 3,000 people.
Yeah, so I'll have some more stuff going on. Anyway, what else?
Yeah, I
going
don't know
on?
how that stuff works. Man.
I don't either.
I don't
Well,
know,
she's going to help me
man.
with it.
I just got there. You know, if you like me, good. If you don't, I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, here. I was going to give you this.
Yes.
There's some instructions for the soul.
Oh, more owner's manual stuff.
Yeah, I actually found it.
Wait, the first page says don't exchange this car from one Mexican to
And then
another.
This is the info on your on the
Hey, man.
Okay.
Oh my God.
It's like a $300 part, man. Forget it. Go make your own. And then here's the documents for getting to take that.
Oh, I
So,
see how this works.
I got to sign that.
What is it? Oh, is this the title?
Yeah, no. That's the registration. I haven't gotten the title yet.
Okay.
So that's registration. So we're gonna go get it registered, whatever. And
We're gonna be registered.
and we're gonna just show that one sold to you for $400, so the taxes are a little lower. Hey.
Yeah.
Listen, Adi, how you doing, Adi? Say hello to Adi. Hey, Eric, boy, your kid is beautiful. What about your kids are beautiful, Adi and Eric? Oh, we got a stranger in the house. Hey,
I wish
I
wish I'd seen this before because I might have just bought the wrong universal antenna.
Well, do you have the receipt for it? Take
Yeah,
it back.
I do.
Where did you buy it?
But actually, I think it'll still work.
Well, see that's like a $300 thing, man. Sheesh. Anyway, we hope to be entertaining this.
Thanks, man.
Entertaining
Okay,
this
we're good,
evening.
man. All right, just take care of business.
Last month we were only here for like about till 10 o'clock because the.
Sorry, I missed. Was it last week? I missed or the week before?
The week before you missed. I did the whole show by
Yeah,
myself.
man.
That was great. That was great. Wasn't that great? That was good.
It's
Hey.
great. It's great. It's great.
That was good. So anyway, we are on YouTube under Pub Sports Radio, and just go to Strange Nights. We got our background with all of the
That's Strange Knights with a K.
Strange
Knights.
Nights. Strange Nights. Okay.
He hates when he hates it when I say Knights.
And we're on Facebook.com. You can check us out there at the same kind of website. And we're going to talk about some crazy things. Weirdest thing that happened this week. It was really, really cool. Say hello to Anita.
Anita, our sister?
No, Erin, our non-sister.
Wow.
Hi, Erin. What's going on, man? Say hello to Erin. Hey, but really cool story. You know, I was getting the truck and I was financing it, and I was running back and forth because last time I just went to them, they just did okay. They did everything, and nobody did everything for me, so I had to do everything, and then it just worked out longer. But I took care of it. But anyway, I was telling the girl, I said, "Look, I do this podcast, and you should listen in tonight." So I hope she's listening in tonight, but I'm not going to give her name because she says I got some ghost stories. I said, "Get out."
Oh, the finance girl?
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, man. She had some ghost stories. I said, "Oh, come on, hit me. Tell me what's going on."
When you say you're running around, are you saying like the finance company made you run laps or something?
Well, yeah, just about. Well, because last time I went and I just walked in and didn't put any money down. I financed it. Boom, walked out the
well, then
door.
you're gonna have to do 100 push-ups.
Yeah, exactly. But this time, it was a little bizarre.
Don't you wish it was like that though? It's like, well, you know what? You can't really pay the last $200 of the credit, so you know what? You're gonna have to run 2 miles.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
With you on my back.
Yeah, and then you have to skate backwards. Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Skate backwards.
yeah.
Yeah, I will
then
fall backwards.
We'll wear the last $200.
We were what?
Don't you wish it was like that?
What's that?
That if you did something physical, you could take off some of the payment of certain things you buy.
Well, I think they call that sex for trade or something like that. You can do that with sex.
Well, it is trade. It is trade for a physical act.
It is.
It's just not
trading.
sex.
It's just sometimes it is.
All right. Well, you can't pay the last $20.
It's just like that
for this bicycle. Well, then you're gonna have to do 37 sit-ups.
Well, it's just like that lady, this prostitute in New York City. She, got into the cab and the guy went to drop her off, and she says, "I ain't got any money." But then she kind of pulls her shorts up and so, "You want some of this?" And he looks down and look at that, and he goes, "You got anything smaller?"
Damn.
True story.
You got that size medium?
You got that size medium
at the least?
You got something not so hairy? Thank you. But let me tell you about this ghost story. Now, remember the one of the most famous pictures in the world or artists in the world, Van Gogh, did the Scream. Remember that picture, the iconic picture? It's like $40-50 million or sitting in some Japanese
What does it look like? What does it look like?
Well, it's a blue background with stars and stuff, and there's a face going like this.
It's not Starry Night, is it?
No. but they call it the Scream because it looks like it's a very
The
ghost,
Scream.
the Scream. It looks like a very ghost-like figure
That
with the
looks like
eyes
he's
are holding,
screaming.
and he's screaming.
Oh, he just got done screaming.
It does scream. It's a woman. It's a woman. Looks. They call it the Scream. It's one of the most.
Where it was a man before he screaming and ended up a woman done screaming.
Well, something like that.
I made that up.
Anyway, but anyway, so this girl, this woman showed. Let me show you something. There's this school over on the northwest side of town. I'm not going to mention it because I'm going to have some of my paranormal fans go look.
It's a lot of things you haven't mentioned.
Yeah, well, I don't. Well, I don't want to give it away who she is and what she does.
Cool.
Although you already said, "Oh, she's a finance girl." Thanks a lot. But anyway, it's because we're gonna send Art out there. Art's gonna have to go look at this, man. There's this school
Art,
out there,
the ghost hunter,
and she said, "Yeah, there's every time I take my dogs out there walking around, I'll go to this one part of the school building, and I will hear somebody say, 'Leave.'"
Wow.
Leave.
Wow.
What do you mean leave? I said, yeah. So, I'm playing around with my dogs. And I said, well, the dogs act a little different. They're a little different because dogs, they can catch all this stuff. And every time she goes out there to walk her dog in that neighborhood, in that part of the school in the evening, you hear somebody goes, leave. Leave. And I go, wow, right. And then she looks in the window and she sees a ghostly figure. Okay.
Oh, wow.
So, and she's done this, it's been going on for years. And she sees it's actually somebody, and this is a fairly modern school, And I said, well, so, she takes her sister out there to tell her and show her. And she's looking in the window, or she's looking in the window. Nah, there's nothing there, man. You're full of crap. Yeah. No, there isn't. So when the girl turns around, her sister turns around, she turns around and sticks her tongue out like this. And right here is the window. And in the window is the ghost. Look with its tongue out, going like this. There was a ghostly figure, face, just like the Scream, in the picture. I mean, it's the best ghost picture I've ever seen.
You're kidding. That's weird.
No, it was real. I said, you got to send that to me. And I meant to ask, I got to go back there and ask her. I said, that is the best ghost picture I've ever seen because the girl's right there. Her sister's outside of the building, sticking her tongue out. Yeah.
So what, like a double
and like
exposure or something?
No. There was a ghostly figure, hollowed eyes with its tongue sticking out and making fun of the girl too.
Wow.
And it was there. And I said, you got to be kidding. How long has this been going on? It's all for years.
So it was a ghost brat.
Ghost brat.
Hello.
And the thing was this, she has all this stuff happening in her house too. She has all kinds of ghosts. She has an upstairs, she's got a little balcony, like a little attic. And she had some guy coming by.
That's crazy.
To take care of the house, work on the house one time. And he was real unscrupulous. He was overcharging her and telling her this and that, And upstairs is an area they call the keeper. There's a ghost up there. They call him the keeper. And I said, what do you mean? Well, he kind of watches the house. Well, what about the other ghosts? Well, one or two are a little mean, but this one's but they all kind of balance each other out. I said, get out of here. So
I could see that. I could see that in ghostly apparitions.
And ghost. So this guy
where they balance each other out,
who was ripping her off, he says he goes up there and he actually snipped her wires to her security system in the house.
Whoa.
And they're going, why did he do that? Because there was something wasn't working, and she traced everything, and the keeper kind of, I don't know, just Anyway, this guy ended up having 2 heart attacks. He went up there.
He was going, Alexa, don't go away.
But it was weird, true story. But we're gonna get Art her to go check this out and talk to him and do some readings out there because it is real. And I said, well, haven't anybody in the school or anybody said anything to you about it? I said, no.
What was it one you just told me before? Because it made me think of a ghost story. One I told you.
Which one?
Well, you were just saying the one about the what was the story you just told before this one?
Which one?
Oh shoot.
The one at the apartment complex?
Yeah. What happened there again?
Well, that one, there was 2 girls living there and they just had a baby, and the baby was in a nice little carriage, with the hood up. They have one of those hood ups, and they put the lace covering over there and stuff. And there were spirits in this apartment over there off Vance Jackson 410, Vance Jackson, and Warsbach.
I remember that stuff.
And they were really attracted to the baby, and they kept seeing weird things happening in this apartment. And Aaron, who lived right below it, a friend of mine who's watching tonight. He says, "Oh yes, that one upstairs apartment is a little weird. Even that whole complex was weird. Just in that one particular building, whatever A or whatever I don't know was, and they were always getting some weird vibes and seeing different things happen in the house. So they finally brought over a medium, an actual Ghostbuster and people with the machines and stuff. And I went for the first time they had, and I left my camera on, just trying to record anything. I didn't really get anything, but we did get readings on their ghostometer or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, ghostometers.
And so she said, there is somebody here. You have a big opening here, and there's good and there's bad. The bad is really attracted to your baby, and but the good are helping and stuff like that. But there's like several spirits walking around. There was a spirit hole in the closet or somewhere, and they finally moved out. They had to move out.
Wow.
They finally moved out. So that was over 2, 3 years ago. And I asked her if she ever gets any remnants from that. She says every now and then she'll get something, So there's a lot of ghost stuff. And I said, well, this school, where this happened, something had to have happened at that school or on that property way, in the past. And then, it could be a graveyard, could have been a insane asylum, a hospital, or a couple of murders there. Because what happens? People die. They don't go all the way across. Hello, Britta. She's finally listening to us. We're trying to do something very intellectual.
We're trying to be intellectual.
So before we get to Ask an Alien,
Ask an Alien.
We will keep you asking alien if you can see that. Can you see that? Good. It's my sister Brenna, and I love her. She's out there, and she's doing a great job. She's got a new website, and she told me what it was. Put it online. Brenna, go to our YouTube line and ask the question, or give me that new website that you have that you created, and also your new other thing. So just go to Pub Sports Radio, look at Strange Nights, and you can actually talk to us through our producer there, Mr. Preston. Mr. Preston.
Man, you made me think of a ghost story I talked about a long time ago on a previous show, and I forgot. But
what
we were talking about? You're talking about the school, something about school, and
what school was that?
Oh shoot.
A school that was haunted?
No, yeah, something about you.
What was that?
Something that happened a long time ago that was real that I want to tell you guys about, and then I forgot what it was.
Boy, you just bring
so
us right
that's
up
my ghost story, and I'm sticking to it.
I've never really, I feel it's very spiritual. I can feel things.
Oh yeah, man.
Like that one time
when there's ghosts around, man.
That something's going to happen.
You just know, man.
We get a little premonition in our family.
When there's a spirit around, man.
And I think it happened. It actually started with our aunt, like my Mama Teresa was my grandmother.
Mama Teresa and Antonia.
And they would always do all kinds of readings. They would get a teacup. And put wax in it and melt it, and whatever shape it came into, it would relate to the situation that was going to happen. Like one time, she goes, it was in the shape of a gun. She goes, pistola.
Yeah.
What's a pistola? and that freaked him out. Tea leaves, like reading tea leaves. And our aunt Tonya, she was crazy, but I don't know if she was so spiritual, but she was very intellectual when it comes to natural oils.
All of our families in tune, man.
They were all in tune.
We're just in tune, man.
I mean,
we're in tune to the cosmos.
There was something. I don't know.
We're in tune to the spiritual world.
We were talking.
So we know things. We see things. We sense things.
Well, I think a lot of people do. We all have that innate ability. Just some of us haven't developed.
No doubt about it, man. No doubt about it.
You got
to be cognizant of it. That's one of my favorite words. You got to be cognizant of it.
You ever walk in a room and go, "Oh, something doesn't feel right."
Oh yeah, well that's how I teach my actors.
Yeah,
I teach my actors know what the room feels like and then change it.
That's a good one. Know what the room feels like and then change it.
Oh yeah,
that's good.
I teach people how to do that. I teach lawyers how to do that.
Wow, that's good. That's a good one.
You go into a room and then change it.
Yeah.
Without saying a word.
Well, without just with your look or just your breathing, or
just your feeling, your thoughts,
that's good.
Your energy.
Well, that's a good one.
There's ways to do it, man. That's what I coach. That's why my actors book jobs, man.
Because you teach acting online now, right?
Oh yeah, man. It's going really good.
Okay, my sister sent me something. If I can just read it.
Oh, has Brenda sent the website?
Yeah, so everybody knock this down, write this down.
You better say this just right, man, because if you get one punctuation, no pressure.
Okay.
If you get one letter wrong, man. It says screw it all up.
Okay.
Okay, don't fuck it up. Okay.
Can I say it?
I haven't done it. Okay.
Can I say it?
Okay.
You know what? You know what I forgot to do? Bring out you weapons of destruction.
Weapons of destruction.
Prevent you from jumping in and
I will try not to distract you
weapon.
while you read the website.
And don't forget the sword.
I'll go like this: www.
That's right.
W.
And www. Okay,
W.
so she is at.
W.
I like her website. It's called OK to Be You.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
That's her website. Look under Facebook.
She's really good at naming things.
OK. The letters OK, the number 2, and the letter B and U. OK to be you. And according to what's going on with all the crap going on in the world right now, be you, be who you are and whatever. And OK to be. So go to facebook.com. OK to be you. There you go. That's really good. I vote. Oh, here's another one that she came up with. This one she did she actually registered as a domain. This is her domain. It is called votehateaway.com. Votehateaway.com. So she registered that in case somebody tries to use it. And,
you know what? Someone's going to take that. She's going to be able to sell that to somebody.
Oh, she's got a lot of them.
That's pretty clever.
Oh,
it's a little ridiculous, but pretty clever.
We forgot my doll.
I think it's great.
That's what Gretchen said last
week.
It's
a bowl.
She says, "Oh, you play with dolls."
It's a bong.
Yeah, it's a bong.
It's an alien bong.
It's a bong master. Bong master. When I was in college, I had a bong that I went to a party. This guy had a 6-foot tall bong.
Yeah, to light it with your toes, right?
Yeah, well,
I did. I had one. I had to light it with my toes.
And it had 4 or 5 different bowls.
And I learned how to light it with my toes.
Why do I want to smoke this? Go ahead.
I did that.
It was like playing an oboe, man.
Well, on Cheyenne Boulevard, when we had all the little cottages, we had a 5-foot bong, and I had to light it with my toes.
Get out of here!
Oh yeah, man.
I
did it.
Wait!
I did it with my toes.
Wait! You could light a lighter with your toes.
Yes, I could.
You could light a pipe with your toes.
I could light a pipe with my toes.
Get out of here!
Swear to God,
no way. What kind of lighter was it?
Ask.
Wait!
Ask Morris.
Was it one of the flip lighters? One of the?
No, it's a big. It was a big lighter. We had to hold it down.
No way!
Yeah, swear to God.
Now, if you could do that with your tongue, there's some girls out there want to talk to you.
Well, I was my tongue and my toes at the same time.
No way, man. You could no way, man.
I did.
I mean, I can pick up things with my toes.
I became proficient at lighting a 5-foot bong with my toes.
No way, man. So what did you put it in between your big toe and the big toe?
I'm not sure I did it. I just figured out how to light it and hold on to it somehow.
I think you're full of crap, man. I don't know.
Well, I did so good. I almost did crap my pants. But
I would think so, man. But I remember I used to have this little clay man about this big. And I would just go around to the park because I used to deal back then, small, I wasn't a big dealer.
Yeah.
Get a pound for $100 and sell it. And
for $1 million.
For $1 million. And I'd get my smoke back and I'd go around being a party man all over the world, all over the.
I never did that. Man. I was a goody two-shoe.
Oh, no, I wasn't, and I had friends that were big dealers. I said, no, man, I just want a pound to sell to my friends. That's it.
I was a goody two-shoe.
Well, you were what? Well, yeah, I was a freshman in college. You were like what, about 5th grade, 6th grade?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I think 6th grade, something like that. Yeah.
6th grade. So anyway, what other good bongs? Well, the one. Well, me, I always knocked bongs over. No matter where the bong was in the party, I would knock it over. And it stunk, it always stunk. You could put it on top of the refrigerator, you put it up on the roof, and I would somehow shake the building, move something, and it would fall and spill all over the
One time I was driving home from a party and the bong spilled over and everybody called me and yelled at me.
Were the people in the car?
No, you didn't see. I was leaving the party and somebody knocked over the bong and everybody called me and yelled at me.
Oh, I
got blamed for everything, man.
Steve did it.
I knocked over the bong.
Yeah,
I wasn't even there.
And the best bong we ever made that everybody claimed it was theirs. We're in a Gila Bend, little town outside of Phoenix, and we had a truck stop there, and we had a bowling pin, a plastic bowling pin about 8 inches tall, 6 inches tall.
Oh, I remember that one.
And we cut
that was before my time, but I remember that.
And we cut the top off, and then we put a little tube in there, put a little water, and you could fold it up, put it in your pocket. And everybody in town claimed it was theirs. Everybody in town claimed it was theirs.
It was an invention.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was. It was really good. It was very convenient. Nowadays, you got everything.
You can't even find one of those on Planet K.
No, you can't, man. This is unique. If you could find that should be in the Smithsonian Institute.
That's right. For the first portable bong.
First portable bong.
Foldable bong.
I wonder if they have any kind of a marijuana distribution thing or marijuana presentation at the Smithsonian. You think they do?
They should. I think by now they probably do.
You think so?
They have a marijuana department.
Well, you should call them up. We should find.
I think out. I wonder. That's a great question.
That's your assignment next year.
Does the Smithsonian have a Mary Jane booth?
A Mary Jane booth. Dude, you know, we haven't called in a while is a marijuana dispensary.
Mary Jane booth.
We called a marijuana dispensary a couple of years ago, man, out of Denver, and this guy knew his stuff. This guy was
so, that was one of my best shows. He was so interesting.
He was very.
And he was putting up with our asses.
We called him right after they closed.
We were like being all dorky and asking.
I said, well, when I go out there, man, I'm gonna look you up, man. He said, okay.
We'd ask him an absurd question. He'd be like a scientist, like the professor from.
They had it down.
Like the professor from Gilligan's Island. He'd go like, well, if you look at the analogy of the 10.
Yeah, and they knew how much was coming in, what was going out, and he could not smoke. Well, of course, he could not smoke, of course, during the week. When he was on the weekends, yeah, he smoked, of course.
Be the ultimate thing to do.
To
be able to go into outer space stoned. Come on, man.
Well, they got this new SpaceX thing.
We all want to do that.
They just
even the astronauts that go into outer space want to do that.
I bet you.
And you know what? I think that might be an experiment.
I think they've already done.
If that's an experiment, I'll do it.
I think they've already done.
Because look, there's stars up there. There's stars up there, right?
Wait.
I live right there.
Anus over there. Plutus. Oh, that's the Earth.
Plutus.
I just knocked out Plutus. I'm sorry. No,
we discovered a new planet. It's named Plutus.
Plutus. No, Plutus.
Plutus. Wow.
No, what I was talking about. Well, I was just wondering if I think they've already done some psychic or some kind of, psychotomic drugs up there in space. I'm sure they have.
Oh, I'm sure they have. It's got to be an experiment.
I mean, they've done everything else. They grow plants.
Ecstasy. 30,000 miles up. Come on.
Come on. I'd do it. I'd do it.
I'll be this. I want NASA to know that I will be your subject for that experiment.
Right here.
Right here. Sir. I will sign it up.
We would like to sign. We want to be in the Space Force.
I want to serve my country.
We want to serve our country.
In the Space Force.
So what do you do, Mr. Pena? Well, I'm a farmer. And we like to grow stuff in the air or space.
I got it. No, I'm going to be a space spy.
No, I'm going to be a space farmer.
So, like, if other space people go up there, other countries,
I'm
going to spy on them.
But can you imagine what that smoke would be like up there?
Oh my God!
If they were to take some good,
imagine how much it'll expand in your lungs.
Best seeds that we've got and take it up there, because they're gonna eventually put us on the moon, and then the Mars. And they're going to have people living there, for
you know what? The best thing could be.
And somebody's going to be growing it there somewhere.
Could you imagine how long an ounce would last? It might last a long time. Because there's no atmosphere. So that means it would take longer to burn it.
Well, you're not going to burn it.
I think. I might be. Yeah.
No, it's going to be vape.
There's no atmosphere. No, there's not. Yeah.
It'll be a vape.
But it would last longer.
It would be a vape.
Because there's no atmospheric pressure.
No. Well, you couldn't smoke. You couldn't light anything out there.
Yeah, sure you could.
Well, you'd have to be outside
and a slight vacuum.
Hold your breath really good.
You gotta be able to hold your breath.
What do you do? We're gonna go outside and hold your breath.
That's how you train to be an astronaut. You go train to be an astronaut. You go like this.
Sounds like you're doing a dump or something, man. Come on, I can imagine. Can you imagine? I think they've already.
You gotta be able to do that for like 5 minutes.
Well, no. Well, they got those little flets on their visors. Okay, ready to go. And then you look at the visor; it's full of smoke, and you're going, "All right, Ed."
And then they gotta pee real bad.
And eat some Oreos.
That's part of the training for astronauts.
They start to float away.
I don't know if y'all know this, but astronaut trainers had to learn how to not pee for like 48 hours.
No way.
Yeah, they had to learn to hold their pee. That was part of the training.
Where did you hear that from?
I saw that in all the astronaut things.
I'd never seen that.
No, but think about it. Think about the logical.
Why? They know how.
But you're going to go through periods of time where you're going to be stuck in a situation.
Yeah. And they've got machines that can take their urination in the suit.
In your suit, but it wasn't like that at the beginning, though.
Yeah, well, I'm sure they had some kind of insertion.
No, but that wasn't like that at the beginning.
No, they had something in the urine. No, man, look.
You have to learn how to hold your pee.
No.
Okay, then what if this? No, think about it. So you're not being logical.
I am.
What if something happened and you could not do that and it malfunctioned?
What?
And then if you pee in your suit, you'd die. You have to learn how to hold your pee now, wouldn't you?
Just go floating all over the place.
You got to think ahead, man. You got to think worst case scenario, man.
No, I think
pee in your spacesuit is the worst case scenario.
No, I think the fart.
You got to think about that.
Fart would be the worst.
No, that's if you open your partner's helmet and fart and then close it. It's really bad. Never do that when you're in outer space. That's the first rule, by the way.
That's a good one, Stevie.
I think that's in that.
I think I'll fart in his face. Hold on, I'm holding it in you. No
I
way.
think that's in the training manual.
And the women was even harder because
don't do that.
When they sit on these pods up there in the space station, it sucks it in. It's a vacuum.
That's right, man.
Has to go out,
So
they don't have a little bag.
Thing, you know what's really bad about outer space? When you fart, it turns into a turd. It's really horrible.
It's a space.
It's a matter of physics.
And you just go, oh, get out of the way.
Where gas becomes a solid.
Gas becomes a solid.
It's really horrible.
And then a solid becomes a gas.
See, they don't talk about this,
They talk. Well, kids have asked that. We would have been on. They'd ask if I'd have been sitting there asking, one of the astronauts.
I think this is
do
all
you
true.
have a question, little boy? I said, yeah. What do you do when you fart in outer space? And he'd be sitting there looking at you, going.
And he goes, "You just smile a little.
You just smile a little." Well, they got to be small. I mean, obviously they're not going to give him food that creates a lot of gas.
You smile for two reasons.
They're not going to eat beans.
It felt good, and your partner might be smelling
cabbage. They're not going to eat anything that causes a lot of gas up there. They eat small amounts, and that's what it is, man. Come on, you can't. I imagine. Did anybody ever throw up there or have diarrhea? Or
I think that's happened. I think that's happened.
It had to happen. I don't know how we got into this scientific
but think about it. The human beings are in outer space. Things happen. They go through their movements.
Oh yeah.
So stuff like they have contingencies for all of that.
They got to continue. So I think in the future, when we finally colonize the moon, which we should have done 20 years ago,
we should have done that 20 years ago.
Because in 1960s they told us, we'll have people living on the moon by 1999. Don't you worry about that. And then we'll go to Mars. Yeah. That'll be us.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, who's ever gonna go? You got to grow some weed. Take some weed with you.
So you got to take weed with you, man.
Take a lot of weed with you.
Because if you're gonna be high,
it's gonna be vaping.
You better be high.
It's all gonna be vaping. It's all gonna be chemical.
It's just logical. Oh wait,
they're not gonna roll anything out there.
We haven't mentioned it yet.
Go ahead and mention it.
Our sponsor, CBD, natural high, stress, anxiety, joint pain, PTSD, and insomnia. Now here's the problem. There's a bright light in my eyes, and I can't read the phone number.
I cannot.
What's the phone number?
I can't see. You have to get out and go look at it.
Natural high, CBD, stress, anxiety, pain, joint pain, PTSD, and insomnia. Natural Heights, somewhere in Alamo Heights. It's a 210 number.
Oh, you're very good.
But I love the lights must make me look great. How do I look? How's my close up?
Can you go back a little further, like Cleveland? Maybe I can get a better shot.
Damn, that's a far away way. That's not a close up. Cleveland's not a close up.
No, that's what 210-592.
For 210-592 1060. Natural Heights. What's the address? 18. Oh, I remember. 1880 Nacogdoches. 1880 Nacogdoches. I remembered that. No, I just remembered that from doing it so many times. 1880 Nacogdoches, Natural Heights. Honestly, folks, this is the first time I ever heard about CBD. I didn't know what the CBD was until I started doing this show.
It's good stuff.
And it's really, and it works, man.
Very
CBD
relaxing.
actually works.
I got the balm put on my shoulder.
Take it from a stone.
Put it on my hands because as you get older, you get arthritic, and all those good things. So what else is going on in the world? Let's see some crazy things going on here.
Do you have dog obituaries?
They're not. They haven't come out with them. The obituaries.
Whatever happened to obituaries?
I don't know. I
think it's our fault. I think when I start calling them obituaries, they stop putting them out.
But anyway, do contribute to.
I should have called them that.
Humane Society.
I love dogs.
Which is over there on Fredericksburg Road. They can always use supplies. The old newspapers, toilet paper, whatever. And everybody needs a pet or something like that. Go out there. Go to the Humane Society, and there's other pet adoption agencies here in town. And please neuter your pets, man. Like Bob Barker would say, neuter your pets.
It's really true, man.
Too bad we can't neuter some people. But,
I totally believe in postnatal abortion.
Yeah, exactly. So here we go. Okay. Now this is kind of weird. This has happened in a place. This guy's now. I got to try.
Your phone went down.
The phone's down.
Okay, so what are you reading? What are you reading?
We'll leave it on you, Stevie. I like to read the weird stories that happens all along. Now, this is called Green Eggs and No Ham. Now, it's just trying to read this guy's name from India is going to be difficult, so I'm going to try it. At least he's got initials that say AK, but his last name is Shohabuddin of Lapuram, India, and his wife cracked.
Wait, spell the Puram. Spell it.
Puram?
No. You're not saying it right. Spell it.
Malappuram.
No, spell it.
Malappuram. Malappuram.
Malappuram.
Malapuram, but that's a town, Malapuram.
Yeah.
Next to Budaka.
I know that because I dated a girl that spent a lot of time in India.
Get out
So
of
I
here.
kind of learned how to pronounce Indian cities.
I think you learned how to eat Indian. That's
Ooh,
about it.
I did that too, babe, man. She was hot. She was hot. That was another girlfriend.
Hey, Drew, how's going on, Deb? And there's Debbie. Everyone say hello, Debbie, out there in Denver. Hello.
Hi, Debbie.
And say hello to Mr. Drew somewhere in San Antonio. Hello.
Yay. But what were you saying? I didn't mean to interrupt you. So
Malapuram.
I'm ready.
So I like Indian women. That's what I've always
I dated one in L.A.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Rocky Boot.
anyway, they cracked an egg from one of their chickens about 9 months ago, and we're surprised to see a dark green yolk rather than a yellow one.
Oh, yeah.
You know, green eggs and ham. That's what it has, a dark green.
And it wasn't spoiled?
No. So, and all the eggs which have been laid were this kind. So everyone
that means they're fed with a certain kind of iodine.
So out of the 6 chicks which they hatch from these eggs, a few have started to lay eggs, and these yolks are also green in color. All of a sudden,
did they cook them and make green eggs?
Well, they had green eggs and ham. I mean, they ate them. I mean,
were they good?
And they tasted. There was no health problems.
There's something. Actually, I read about that.
They thought the feed given to the birds may be behind the phenomena.
There's actually a
but he gives all the birds the same feed. I think it's
an iron thing. It's an iron or zinc thing. It's an element. There's something in there. Yeah.
I think they're smoking.
Because I just read this.
No, I think they're smoking marijuana.
Man, marijuana eggs. Dude, that's brilliant.
Crack them in your crack too.
Dude, man, it's better than crack. Eggs.
Number 2. Okay.
Woo.
Now,
I'm ready.
Oh, now check this out. You know, they've already got electronic dogs. You know that? They have an electronic dog, just like that movie that what's his face is in. And they are actually using a company out of Boston has partnered with a New Zealand robotics company and called Rocos to develop a robotic dog, Spot. That's the dog's name. Oh, that's very clever, Spot, to herd sheep.
I'm surprised it wasn't called Chip.
The dog can be controlled remotely as it guides sheep through the mountains and difficult terrain. Now, that's all we need. We just need a sheep that comes out here. Come here, Mr. Spot. And chopped your leg off or something like that. Can you?
I know. I can just see that
weird.
That
weird.
Electronic AI dog leading us into the Grand Canyon. Hey, just jump here.
Jump here. Here, go for the stick.
Woo! Hey, whoa! Stupid humans.
Stupid dog. Yeah, he make me go get the paper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, lift your leg. Try lifting your leg every time you go to the restroom, man. Yeah. Well, I got to follow you around and clean that crap up.
Yeah.
Rat.
Dog. Artificial dog, okay. Artificial poop, the worst kind.
Now, one more thing out of India. India always has these weird things. They actually caught a spy in India in the border town of Mayari, and it was the spy was actually a pigeon.
Whoa.
The pigeon had a little camera on him and was spying on. Who was he spying on?
He had a GoPro? It was a pigeon with a GoPro. That's devious, man.
Yeah, the coded message.
Pigeon with a GoPro.
Yeah.
That's deep.
Yeah.
That's deep undercover.
Yeah, it was deep.
So did the pigeon get arrested?
No, but he did get a couple of good views. You know.
Wow.
He got a couple of views.
I think he was on probation.
His probation.
Yeah, check into the bird cage once a week.
Have you come up with a new word yet, man?
Yes, I have actually.
This early in the program?
Well, sort of early. But I got an idea.
Okay, well, make it form.
Like this idea is formulated in my brain right now.
Let it ferment.
My brilliant make up a word mind.
And don't forget, we are on Pub Sports Radio. .com on Facebook, or just Pub Sports Radio on YouTube. Go right to Pub Sports Radio and look up Strange Nights. We've been doing this for over 2 years now, and Mr. Preston's been helping us a lot. And we are going to increase our viewership because I'm going to start doing the promotion to Facebook to get more people to listen and watch and be friendly and all that good stuff. And hopefully someday we will have a call-in set. I don't know how much that would cost to set up a phone. Just call in. You can call in on the tube. You can actually go to Pub Sports Radio, go to YouTube, go to Strange Nights, and type in a question. Ask us a question. Go ahead, ask us a question. Any question right now. Right now, since we are in the questionable movement, before we do that, let's talk about my bottom nine stuff of this week.
All right, man. What is it?
Well,
I'm trying to be enthusiastic.
Well, we're not too stoned, and we're just trying to be classic. Anyway, 9 bottom ways to miscommunicate to a police person. remember this. Remember these things because we all go through that. We get a little nervous and all that. So 9 bottom ways. Hopefully we might get to 9. Number 1. So
we haven't made it past
we
7.
we haven't passed 7 yet.
Lately.
We haven't gotten past 6.5.
Shoot.
Number 1. Why did you pull me officer? I mean, pull me over, officer.
That was brilliant.
Was it because I look different?
You should just stop right there, man.
If you think I look different,
Why'd you pull me, officer? I mean, over, officer.
Why did you pull me, officer? Was it because I look different? If you think I look different, you should see my sister.
That's just so weird.
No way, she's from my same mom. No way. There's always one different one. You're going,
you need to stop while you're ahead.
It's like me and Morris kind of look the same, and then Michael and Steve, they both look. Was that the milkman?
Is this still number 1?
Yeah, that's still number 1.
Oh wow.
Number 2. Why are you giving me a ticket? Is it because I have flower power and peace signs and marijuana pictures all over my van? Because my hair is too long? Am I smoking a bong or what? No, sir. There's a couple of deer attached to your grill. Oh, I didn't notice that.
Okay, that's really good.
I didn't see that.
Wow, you're on a roll, man. You're on a roll, man.
Number 3. No, officer.
A couple of girl tests.
I haven't been drinking. I've always slurred my speech on Saturday nights around 3 a.m. It's morning, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
Is it Saturday? No, it's
Monday.
It's
Monday. Oh, okay.
Well, case in point.
Number 4.
Really good.
But, sir, I was only going 67 miles an hour. Yes.
This is a school zone.
But through a school zone. Thank you. One of the oldest jokes. That joke's been around for 40 years, man. Yeah, but it was a school zone. Better? What?
I always go 80 miles an hour. This is the funeral procession.
Oh, did somebody die already?
Already?
Number 5. That's right. We're continuing. Number 5. Well, officer, I was driving a very unfamiliar car in a very unfamiliar neighborhood. That's why I backed into your patrol car and ran over your foot.
That's why I don't steal cars in other people's neighborhoods.
That's why I don't steal cars in other people's neighborhood. Number 6. That might be the last one, ladies. No, I got one more after that.
Oh, my God. Not bad.
Number 6. My sister said I could drive her car. I have her license and a note from her. See, it says, "Dear officer, if you're reading this, please retain my sister. She is not of sound mind and body. In fact, there's a couple of bodies in the trunk. I hope you can help her. Thank you." Well, that was in the note.
I didn't get that at all, man.
Okay, let me start over.
I lost the logic, man.
Okay, right.
The logic went out.
Okay. My sister gets pulled over by an officer.
Oh, I thought you got pulled over.
No. My sister said, no, my sister was driving her sister's car.
Oh, so your sister was driving your other sister's car.
My other sister's car. Now, okay. I should have explained that in the beginning.
You said other.
Okay.
My
sister said I could drive her car. I have her license and a note for her. See, it says, "Dear officer, if you're reading this, please retain my sister. She is not of sound mind and body. In fact, there's a couple of bodies in the trunk. I have no idea who they are. Thank you." That was the note. One more to go.
Wow, that's really
one more to go.
You're doing so good until then.
I know. Well, you go up and down, up and down. This is comedy. It's never pretty. As Ellie would say, comedy is not pretty. Look at me. Number 7.
All right, number 7.
In my what did I put on there? In my something. Oh, in the mirror, there's a cop behind us. Quick, drink this whiskey. Here. Chuck it now, man. There's a cop behind us. Get rid of it. Now drink this keg. Chuck it. Don't look at the mirror. No. Take all these bills. Now act normal. Right? I remember one time Morris.
Okay, that was really good.
We were driving.
Okay, now act normal.
Act normal.
Here, drink this keg. Okay, now act normal.
What time?
Snort these 5 lines. Okay, now act normal.
Now smoke this whole roll. Okay.
Shit.
And the cop comes up the way. "What are you smiling for?" "I don't know. It's so happy."
Put this heroin in your butt. Now act normal.
I ignored. Well, one time
God.
Morris said, "Don't look in the mirror."
That's
Why?
horrible.
There's a cop behind you. And I had a joint.
It
in
was
my ear.
actually pretty funny.
He said, "Don't look in the mirror." Why? Because I had a mirror on the passenger side. Don't look in the mirror. Don't look at the side mirror. Huh, okay, why? There's a cop behind us. Oh God, it just made me paranoid. Don't look. Just he's still there. For about 5-7 minutes, we're driving. Don't look in the mirror. Don't look in the mirror. Are you sure? Because I think he might stop us. No, don't worry about it, man. I'm being cool. And he goes, "Oh, he's gone." I look in the mirror. There was nobody there. There was nobody there.
Yeah. He pooped his pants 4 times.
Oh, I did a couple of times, man. But you got to act cool when you're around cops. You do have to act cool.
Just do what they say, man. If they're wrong, get them later.
Yeah, get them later. I mean,
if you don't comply, you're going to have problems.
Yeah, man. Don't be stupid.
Don't be stupid.
The guy says, get out.
Get out. Do what they say, man.
Do what you say.
If they're wrong, you can get them later.
I was walking in.
If they're right, and 9 times out of 10, they're right. You fuck up and did something wrong.
I was walking in the middle of a neighborhood at 2:00 in the morning.
So just comply, you dummies.
Walking home, and I tell the guy, I give him I said, "What's your name?" Udaldo Pena. Yeah, my name's Santa Claus. I said, "It is?" I said, "No, that's my name. Here's my card." Wow. And he tried to be honest with him and be cool with him, But salesmen, we're good because we know how to deal with people and stuff like that. Salesmen get out of tickets like you wouldn't believe, man. They do. They just know how to converse and get people to relax. Hey, it's like somebody trying to buy furniture or a car or something like that. Hey,
I remember I was coming.
So where are you from? Yeah.
I was coming back from Ojai one time.
From where?
In California, Ojai, and I was doing this.
What is Ojai?
It's outside of Ventura.
Okay, go ahead.
In California, Southern California.
And
we did this movie. I was in this movie, so we did some. So I had, it wasn't like a high budget film. So I'm coming home.
Nothing's ever high budget.
I'm still in
our game.
In other words, I'm still in my makeup. In other words, I didn't have a trailer in this one, so I'm still.
Say hello to Jeff. Jeff,
hello, Jeff.
So what happened? So
I'm driving home and I get pulled over by California Highway Patrol.
Yeah.
And it's just like that. And I started freaking out.
Yeah.
And I got all this stuff all over my face, this makeup, my hair is all ragged out.
So you're an actor. You're in California.
Well, that's what I tried to tell him.
Oh,
so he pulls me over and then he comes up and he splashes his flashlight in my face.
And you're all made up.
And he goes, "What are you trying to do, boy? Are you trying to take me off the side of the road so you can beat the hell out of me?" I go, "Sir, I weigh 150 pounds." This guy was large. He was twice my size. I go, "Sir."
So he asked you, were you going to pull him off the road?
Yeah, he thought in other words, because I didn't just pull right off. I went to a side road because I wanted to get him off the highway. I didn't want him to stand on the side of the highway.
So you were thinking, no, always.
I was actually thinking of his safety.
Now always stop where they want you to.
No, I don't care if I've done it a few times.
No, don't do that.
I get out the road.
No.
I even had a siren. I even had to go, woo, 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 and I said, "Look, I pulled out because I didn't want you in the highway." And the cop goes, "Thank you very much for protecting me."
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Well, some people do that.
I don't give a damn. If I can pull out the highway, I'm
but 9 times out of 10, if he says if it's real dangerous, he'll tell you to keep going.
Right.
But if he says pull over, pull over.
Most times they're going to tell you pull over. But you know what? I don't care. I'm going to pull over. I'm going to go. Pull over. But anyway, so that's what happened. So what was I talking about?
You're talking about you got pulled over with all this makeup on there.
So he thought I was going to beat him up.
100 because of your wild makeup.
Yeah, because I must have looked really weird or something.
You look vicious.
But I said,
"Is your name Sid Vicious?"
And I started laughing, and he didn't even give me a ticket. He just said, "Well, you're going too fast." And I go, "Really? I'm going to beat you up? Really? This guy was huge.
Yeah,
his arms were bigger than my apartment.
Oh,
I thought, oh yeah, right.
That's pretty big, man. That's pretty big.
So I thought it was kind of crazy that he thought that I was doing that just to, take advantage.
Well,
he used those words that you were going to take advantage of me and beat me up on the side of the road. I said, "What?"
Well, just be cool.
I was I was like, "What?"
And nowadays, I like to watch that TV show.
It was hilarious.
The Texas.
It was a cool thing. He was cool. He was cool.
The Texas Rangers, the Game Wardens, that Game Warden show.
Oh, like Northwood's Law.
Yeah, but they have the one in Texas, and some of these young kids, the guy knows they're getting stoned. He pulls them over, and he can smell marijuana flying all over the place.
Pot? No, sir.
And are you smoking pot?
No.
Why are you crying? I'm not crying. Yes, you are. You're about to cry.
I have a condition.
I gotta pee.
I got a crying condition.
Yeah, and that's the guys, not the girls. That's the guys.
Yeah.
But I mean, don't be obvious.
The girls in
come
the
on.
background laughing.
They're laughing. I mean, come on, don't be so stupid. Be cool.
Just
and
be honest.
If you got a bunch of kids and stuff like that, and then all of a sudden, they start pulling up. You start throwing things out the window. Wow. What did you just throw out? Nothing. I was just stretching my hands. I was just stretching my hands. That's all I was doing.
I was doing yoga.
I was doing yoga. I like to do yoga when I'm in.
What do you mean? You have yogas with bags of white stuff in your hands? Well, yeah, it's white putty yoga. Yeah, and that's it.
And these guys are and what's good, in San Antonio, if you start being chased by policemen and it looks like it's going to
comply. Just stop and do what they tell you to do.
But the cops will let you go if they
99 times out of 100, they're not going to beat you up and kill you.
If they feel it's a threat to the people that you're driving around, they'll let you go. They'll let you go.
Sometimes they'll let you go.
They will,
but if you're going towards a situation, sometimes they'll take you out.
Well, yeah, but you got the helicopter
it's
up there.
It's a crapshoot every time. It's a strange scenario.
But anyway,
every time is on.
So we are now.
Whatever the scenario is, you got to react.
Have you come up with a word yet? Scenario.
Yeah, I got
scenario breath.
Yes, you know what it is.
You like that one? Scenario.
Here
breath?
You go.
What's the word? What's the word?
That's a
scenario
breath. Terrible word.
We got to work tonight. What's your word?
So you know what the word whiplash means, right?
Whiplash.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So it's when you go through a car wash with your antenna, and it gets whipped off.
Yeah.
I call that a wash lash.
A wash lash?
You've been wash lashed.
Wash lash?
You've been wash lashed.
Because your antenna got ripped off?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry, but there's nothing intellectual about that is very exciting to put into words.
I'm sorry, you expecting? Were you expecting intellect?
Well, I want something I could use in a sentence.
How dare you expect intellect?
Now, give me the word again.
Wash lashed.
Wash lashed?
I was so high when I went to the car wash, I forgot to take my antenna, and it got wash lashed.
Wash lashed?
Yeah, I got tore off by the washing machine.
Wash lashed.
Wash lashed.
Wash lashed.
Wash lashed.
Lash washed.
No, wash lashed.
Wash lashed.
Wash lashed.
There's something kinky about that. I don't know what it is, but we'll figure it
wash
out.
Lash.
Man.
So if you ever go through a drive-through washing car wash and you forget to take down your antenna and it gets tore off, you've been wash lashed.
You've been wash lashed.
You heard that here first on Pub Sports Radio.
And by the way,
Strange Nights, PubSportsRadio.com, Strange Nights.
Right here.
At Southtown 101, where they have awesome food.
Man. They are open till 12 o'clock.
This food here is awesome, folks.
Good food.
Eat the peanut butter burger.
A lot more people outside.
If you haven't eaten a peanut butter burger, you haven't lived.
We're definitely practicing.
You haven't lived.
We're definitely practicing the COVID stuff here. But you can be outside.
No, we're not.
Yes, they are. They are. The people out.
I mean, we're not.
Well, no,
they might be.
Well, I already washed these. I washed this, washed everything. Now I washed my face. And I mean, I washed everything around here before you came in. Everybody except for Preston. I don't know where his hands have been. So
Preston.
What time you guys see?
Oh.
So anyway, what do we got going here tonight?
It's 9:53.
Oh, we got plenty of time. Plenty of time. We haven't even done nothing. Nothing.
So, do you have what's in your book, man?
Oh, my book. Well, I haven't finished reading it because I've been busy. Of the New World, but now I'm getting to the real crux of the matter because New World is by Whitley Strieber, and he's written a lot of books, and this book is referencing back to a lot of his books he's done in the past, but there were things that he did in the book like Communion. Have you ever read the book Communion?
I saw the movie. It's cool.
On the book was a picture of an alien, and the typical alien the first alien gray that we ever really saw. And published and spread around to the whole world.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Do you need anything?
Yeah, bring me one of those.
What was that?
Alamo.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hopefully he'll be entertaining while I'm gone.
I'm always entertained when he's gone. Anyway, I did a whole show 2 weeks ago without your ass. Oh my God. So Preston, have you won any money this week in your bets? I don't know what you got to bet, man. Tiddlywinks.
Have you been betting anything?
Your UFC was this week.
Oh yeah, that's right. Nunes won again, right?
Yeah, but she was minus 600.
Wow.
But I don't know if you heard Vegas. They took a $1 million bet on that fight.
Somebody in Vegas or the whole town of Vegas?
No, one guy bet $1 million.
And he won, right?
Yeah, he won $167,000.
Oh my God! He bet $1 million. And he only won $167,000. Jeez, man. Well, that's almost 16% if you want to look at it that way. But
yeah, I mean, the fight wasn't even competitive. The girl got killed.
Oh, I didn't even see it. I haven't seen a fight yet. Was it in the crowd? Did they have a crowd there?
No, they're still doing no fans. There's media.
Yeah.
Media's there, and
Wow.
they're doing some stuff. Boxing came back last night. There's boxing tomorrow.
Wow.
Golf is tomorrow.
Real? Oh, it starts tomorrow. Good. I love golf. I love to watch live golf. I don't know.
Yeah, it's in Europe.
In Europe.
The
Wow.
Charles Schwab.
Oh yeah, cup.
Yeah,
Part of the cup.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is this, I think when they have the arenas, they should be able to put a huge Zoom. They should put screens all over the place, and just thousands of people get on Zoom at the same time, and they can all be screaming and yelling and drinking and serving their own pizza to themselves. I mean, they're doing Zoom anyway. Why not get a 1,000 or huge screens and just put everybody up there, and we're all screaming at the same time?
Yeah, I know in the Korean baseball they have stuffed animals in the crowd.
Yeah, I know. Stuffed animals.
Yeah.
Well, how many people are there? But there's actually people watching.
I don't think they have an audience, but yeah, they've been going for a month.
Uh-huh.
Baseball seems to be. I don't know if baseball is going to happen. They're going back and forth. NBA's coming back.
Yeah, 20 games, 22 games. Well, I think when you got an arena like that, you want people's input and stuff like that, and we're watching the thing. We should all interact. I mean, we already know that some TVs that you turn it on, they're already watching you anyway. But if we all did a Zoom all together, one huge Zoom, and everybody was, and they hit different parts of the country at the same time, okay, here's all the people in Dodger, all the people in Dallas, and all that, and then people that are losing going, oh, we don't want to watch the show anymore,
Right. I think they are doing
what?
Like they're canning crowd audio.
Yeah, I can
and
see
then
that.
they're gonna play that during some games.
Yeah. Well, you gotta do. Well, they did that, and they did that with comedy for years anyway. And you think they're all laughing at the same jokes and left and right. I could see that happening. But yeah, we do miss the live action. Every night sometimes I love to watch sports. I don't watch sports at all. What am I going to watch? But some of the football programs are getting back on in high school. They're letting them practice and stuff like that, and I think that's good. Again, you can still, some states are still getting the higher numbers and stuff like that, but you can still be, when you're in a crowd. Anytime I go to HEB, Walmart, I still put my mask on. You don't have to at HEB, and you don't want to wear it. Don't wear it. There's one guy the other day. He said he was complaining to a manager, how come you letting people walk around? I said, well, it's not mandated anymore. If they want to do it, they want to do it. But I'm going to do it anyway. If I'm going to be in a real crowd, if I'm going to be any kind of crowd, anybody that's going to be close or something like that, like the other day I was in Walmart, this lady needed some money for her kids, and I said, here. And then she said she needed a ride, but she started coughing. I said, no, that's okay. No ride. Here's the $5. Just keep going, and, but you still got, wash your hands. Some friends of mine, I got some friends out there in Arizona. They're just, it's really, really hitting them real hard right now. And I said, well, just do what you're supposed to do, 6 feet apart. And, they've got people just all partying together really, really close. And I said, you do a little, if it's your group, your group of friends, but you just got to be aware, and I think we're all doing that, which is good. So what else is happening? Anyway, I was listening to this one show. Thank you, Preston.
Yep.
I was listening to this one show, this FBI guy who he finally got out of the service, military, and the FBI, and he did a lot of UFO stories for the FBI. And it was funny that they recognized that when they had Mueller and what's her face doing that TV show, how similar some of those stories were to actual cases that happened in the FBI. Talking about what's that show?
X-Files.
X-Files.
Uh-huh.
And this FBI agent says, they started looking into how some of these shows were really, really close involved with some of the stories that they had been handling in the X-Files.
Like I tell you, you got to hand it to Hollywood in a lot of ways. They do nail a lot of stuff that comes to fruition later on in way of science fiction.
Well, they got to get their ideas from somewhere. They sometimes they don't make it up,
and sometimes it goes back and forth. Sometimes they give them ideas and they go, "Hey, make this movie." The magazine, but we don't want to disclose.
Yeah, there was the magazine called Astonishing that always had all these weird stories on them, creatures and stuff like that, parasitic creatures, like look at the Alien series. That was a parasite that went into the body, fed off the body. Remember that one movie? One of the freakiest movies I saw when I was a kid, and it showed nothing but a brain with a spine on it. Remember
that one? Fiends Without a Face.
Fiends Without a Face.
But that wasn't the name of it. The name of it was actually called.
No, that was the word, isn't it? Fiends Without a Face.
No, it was called something else.
Well, it was just a big brain, a human brain with the spine.
Because we watched it on Creature Features,
and it would walk and it would crawl like this on its tail and come up to you.
It was on Creature Features,
Yeah.
but the reason we call it Fiends Without a Face because that was the graphic they put on there to describe the movie for Creature Features.
Yeah.
But it was called something else like Brain Walkers or something.
No, I think Fiend Without a Face.
Yeah, you are right. Fiends Without a Face, 1958.
That is the name of it. Oh, I was right then. Fiends Without a Face.
And you win the award.
Oh, way to go, Preston. I love you, man.
Your money this week.
That movie was so scary.
I'm gonna get
these little brains would be crawling around and they go into the back of your neck and then their brainstem will suck into your brainstem and suck your brains out.
Suck your brains out.
And you become and then they get all of your intelligence and you become a walking zombie. Then you die.
And then you become a politician. Okay.
Yeah. And then
and then
that's a good one.
But that was a good one. Well, all those they all have the same theme that they all went to the back of the neck right there. Like right there was where
when you saw one
your soul was at.
And the thing is in this movie, if you saw one going to the back of somebody's neck, you go, that person's dead. They never lived.
Or they go into the ear.
Once it goes in, part of going in the back of your neck, part of their appendages go into your ear. And suck it.
Well, right there.
And your back, your brain.
Remember the movie, The Invaders, the original Invaders, where that thing was underground and these things would come up and suck you. And then remember?
I remember that one.
What's that other one? Invaders. No, with the sea pods, the pods.
It happened. Not. You're not talking about.
Yes, I'm talking about that one.
Yes, that one.
The one in San Mateo, California, where they had the pods.
The real thing.
What do you call that?
True story, man.
What?
I'm not talking about Body Snatchers.
Body Snatchers.
That happened to me. That happened to me once.
Yeah. You snatched the body is what you did.
No, I got snatched, man.
Was she awake?
I came back, and I came back as me. It's not my fault.
Yeah. Body Snatchers.
I used to be somebody else.
I didn't like the remake. I thought the remake sucked.
I thought the remake was good because I like Karen Allen. I'm in love with Karen Allen.
Karen Allen was
the remake was good.
Karen Allen was not.
I like what some elements of the remake, but the original.
Karen Allen.
The original scared the hell out of me.
The original was really freaky with Kevin McCarthy. I'll never forget. And he finally gets.
Sometimes remakes are better. But
he gets out to. He finally gets into the highway. They're coming. We gotta send in They always send in the National Guard. They always send in the National Guard. National Guard. They're gonna kill all the aliens. Come on.
And then he goes, Soylent Green are made of people, and then he got fired because it was the wrong movie.
Oh, now that was a scary one. Soylent Green.
Soylent Green is made of people.
Everything is gone kaput, and the only thing we can feed ourselves is by growing plankton from the ocean.
So we just ruined it for you. So if you're staying up late at night and you're like 50 or above or 40 or below, and you're watching some movie and it's about people like eating because it's the end of the world. They're eating these little green things.
Well.
It's Soylent Green is made of people. Sorry, I just ruined the movie.
No, you didn't. That's the best part. That was the best part at the very end.
Soylent Green's made of people.
Who says that? He had some great lines.
Charlton Heston.
He had a great line at the very end. Soylent Green is people.
He's made of people.
What did he do with? What was that great line he did in Planet of the Apes?
Oh,
damn you!
Damn you all to hell!
Damn you all to hell! And there was a big McDonald's sign right there.
No, it wasn't. It was a Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, I know, but right next to McDonald's.
Oh yeah. Over 1 trillion souls.
Oh, 1 trillion died. Okay.
Yes, and only 17 million died from the carbohydrates.
Okay, so that movie about zombies and stuff like that. There was another movie about zombies that came out. And all these zombie movies, they all started with Vincent Price. Vincent Price did a movie.
Vincent Price was the best, man.
In the 50s, where he was the last man on Earth. That was called The Last Man on Earth.
He wasn't even scary. He was just creepy.
He was just creepy looking. Because he had that deep voice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just caught the raven.
We will stay here tonight.
That
would
sound like a bad Batman.
No, that was
a bad Batman.
No, that was James Mason. This is James Mason. And we'll stay here tonight.
Close.
All of us.
That was like between him and
I will close
Lawrence
the door.
Olivier and Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
I think that's Mason, man. That's Mason.
I thought Lawrence Olivier was never Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I totally made that up.
I can't do Vincent Price because he had a real high voice.
Well, but he had this. He was almost like he talked from the roof of his mouth. He goes, "Yeah, and then
there you go. That's it. Yeah,
and just quote the Raven and Nostroff.
And he always Nostroff, but he had all the good. He had the House of Wax, the haunted house.
And you think the brick
You
behind
know.
the wall doesn't hold
He did one of the very best videos
a human
ever.
being?
One of you,
Something like that.
one of you will
That
not.
wasn't very good. But
One
it's
of you will
close.
not be leaving here tonight. I
One
hope
of
it's
you will not be
you. You're
leaving here. I
a
was just-
terrible host.
Oh yeah. I get the buddy system.
You get a terrible host.
Give me a buddy.
Okay, well, I don't know how we got into scary movies, but I love scary movies. Anyway, right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're at the segment which we haven't been in a long time because I finally found his face after all the moving. Ask an alien.
Ask an alien. Ask a spacey alien.
Ask a spacey
He's gonna
alien.
give you answers that you don't want.
Ask a spacey alien.
He's to tell you things you don't want to know
You
because
don't want to know.
space aliens are dumber than us.
Space alien. Let us point out where he came from. Over there was planet Eurakia, and over here was Reticula, and over here was Residicia. But over here is a planet we're all missing, Uranus. Yay. Okay, we know about that one. All right. So, sir, do you have a question since he's been missing for so long?
Yeah.
Wait.
I got a question.
Wait. Got to get his makeup on.
You ready?
You have a question for the alien?
Yes. Do aliens get pink eye?
Oh, that's a good question. Good.
Because you know how you get pink eyes when you scratch your button and you stick it in your eye
I actually removed my
while
eye
you're sleeping.
and put it in.
That's
my
how you
butt.
get pink eye. Sorry,
That's-
folks.
That's
That's how you get pink eye.
I actually removed my eye and put it in my butt. So
Well, so you get pink butt. That's probably worse.
it is worse, especially when you're trying to clean yourself and
Damn.
something bigger comes out and you're going, wow, it's looking at me.
You aliens have a tough life, man.
We have a tough life. So do you have another question for the alien?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Do you
Yes,
have
I
another
do.
question for the alien?
Are there such things as alien taxi cabs?
Ooh, you mean like Lyft?
Yeah, an Uber.
Well, we call it Spasufa.
Wow.
Did you get a Spasufa today? Yes, I did.
Yes, I did.
Yes. And how much did you make? Oh, I made a good Spasufa tip.
Yeah, and I got an enema at the same time.
That's what I like, that space. That was beautiful. So, Mr. Enema Face, do you have another question for the alien?
Yes, I do.
What's that?
Do you really hear out of your ears or do you hear out of a different orifice?
We do not have ears. Have you noticed right here on the side, the very, very.
Yeah, I was wondering
tiny-
about that because I didn't see any ears on you.
Well, we don't have.
so I was kind of
ears.
wondering about it. It's kind of freaking me out a little bit.
We don't have ears. We have little.
So how the hell do you hear me, man?
It's just,
freaking me out a little bit.
It's the sound that's coming out of your butt.
Wow, I knew it. I knew it was talking out of my ass. I knew it.
We have butt vibes.
Why do people keep telling me that?
I don't know why. Because your ass and your face look exactly the same.
Zachary disease.
Zachary disease.
You go, your ass look exactly like your face.
So do you have another question? A little more intellectual question
Okay,
for our friends in California
And for our friends in California, I will ask
who
them
are
more.
still watching. We
I will
hope
ask a more intellectual question.
a little more intellectual question. Do you have an intellectual question? I
Yes,
don't know.
I do have an intellectual question.
What is it?
When it comes to the human genome,
Yes,
what genome do you have that humans do not have?
we have a genemo from outer space. It is not even from outer space. It's from another dimension. It is, in fact, you can't even see it. We can't see it, but we know it's there. It's not a soul. It's a luz.
Wow.
It's a luz, which is soul backwards. Luz.
All I can say is nice try.
That was a good one. Oh, there goes the camera. Okay, thank you. Just
He did his
destroyed.
best, man.
Did my best, ladies and gentlemen. Did
Oh,
my best
but
to.
we love our Johnny Alien, man.
Okay,
He's
so
one of our
thank you
favorite-
for.
Johnny Alien.
Okay,
Spacey
now we're
Alien.
going.
He's
Now
one
we're
of our
going to
favorite-
Johnny Alien.
He's one of our. Oh, that was Spacey Alien, but he's one
Johnny
of our favorite.
Alien.
Johnny Alien.
Johnny Alien.
How I love you so.
How I love you so. You are so aboard.
I forgot the rest of the words.
We don't have the whole tune. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We are traveling throughout the cosmos. As you can see, all the planets are behind us, swishing right by. You see things. Oh, look, that's NASA. Oh no, that's Elon Musk. Hello, Olin.
Elon.
Oh,
Musk.
Elon. I thought it was Olin.
No.
I thought it was Musk. That stuff you put in your face.
Olin is this? Yes.
Is the sausage maker, right?
Olin. Wow.
So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We are looking for Brenda. Brenda has been lost in outer space for
Not Brenda, no. Not Brenda, no.
Yes, for 40 years.
Not Brenda again.
We've been trying to find Brenda. She's
Gotta
out
get
there
over
somewhere.
her, man. Oh no.
I'll never get over her. I still love her. Still thinking about her.
No.
She's crazy.
It's horrible.
But we're going to this planet. Is far beyond anything we've ever been. It is beyond our planetary system. It is beyond our
comprehension.
What?
Comprehension.
Beyond it is above that. Because even though we see another planet, we see another galaxy, there's another one behind that. And then there's another one behind that. So we know she's out there somewhere. We think she's a queen somewhere, and she just doesn't want to give up her subjects. Right?
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Her subjects are peanut butter, crochet,
and sidewalk chalking.
Sidewalk chalking.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the episode of Johnny Alien.
Johnny Alien.
Oh, wait a minute. I never mentioned who I am. I am Johnny Alien, and this is my partner,
Al Ian.
Al Ian, and our other partner is.
Y'all figure that out.
You try to figure that out.
Al Ian.
And last week last week we had Galaxia. I mean, she was beautiful.
Oh no, Galaxy.
Galaxy.
Our beautiful friend Gretchen.
Galaxy. I don't know where she's at.
Brilliant comedian. She's very smart, funny girl.
She's getting there.
Galaxy.
So look, there's ghosts. So anyway, we talked about ghosts, UFOs. Oh,
I just saw a ghost.
I was talking about look.
I just saw a ghost again.
We were talking about the that FBI agent who said, there were some shows on that X-Files that were very similar to cases they had run.
That's true, man. X-Files had a lot of it down right.
And a lot of these stories that we were talking about,
X-Files is X-Files for a reason.
These people had ideas that they got from somebody else. I mean, there was one movie that came, what do they call that? Sliders, where you slide into another dimension or slide across the United States and you go over here. They actually had that technology.
The ones that weirded me out the most was when some weird thing happened and all of a sudden people's bodies would be melded together. All of a sudden you'd be part of like furniture.
Oh yeah, well that was you're talking about the Philadelphia experiment.
Oh, it's like that.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I break a wine glass in the bar. I get one side of the wine glass and the other side of the wine glass. I put it on my face and I go like this. This is my impression of X-Files. Oh!
That's a good one, Stevie.
I do it every time.
You should have done it like this.
Ah! It looks like the wine glass is going right through my face.
And I drank it before it entered my body.
Ah!
Oh yeah, that's another dimension. When I mentioned dimensions to a astrophysicist or a physicist, he says, "What do you mean dimensions? Dimensions, other realities." Yeah. Because the government knows that there are
different dimensions.
There are
mathematically
there are non-physical.
And I figured it out years
entities.
ago. Mathematically, there are 11 different dimensions.
15.
There could be 15, but
Christ.
But 11 were discovered for sure. There are 11 different dimensions.
But that there were different entities. Now
I wrote it down.
Oh, good. I
did.
They call them there was a word from Urantia called midwayers. They call them midwayers.
Oh yeah.
Midwayers have the shapes of a human body, the arms and the legs, the head, the trunk, but no distinguishable features like a nose and the mouth and all that.
They're the neutrals.
But they're like neutrals, right? They call them midwayers.
The neutrals.
They're midway from our reality to the next reality, but they're not physical, but they are there. We might call them, some people call them the shadows.
They have a consciousness, but it's a limited consciousness.
No, it's not limited at all. It's beyond anything we've ever
it's limited for what they have to do.
Well, it's limited in that we can see them, we can feel them, but we cannot really touch them because they're ethereal. Yes, I'll have some of that ethereal. Yeah, with some.
I'll have that ethereal, some cinnamon.
Oh, with the cinnamon chips. Oh man, I got some fun again. Yeah, with some cinnamon chips. Thank you. Anyway, ethereal.
So we need some cinnamon chips.
Can I get some cinnamon chips with that?
And that's what they ate in outer space.
No,
just so y'all know,
they are ghost-like figures. But years and years ago on George Norrie show, they always talk about the dark figures, and like the guy across the street. He said, "Man, he looked into this guy's in the front door, the glass door, and he thought he saw somebody by the couch, and he goes in, and this thing slips under the couch, and he's okay."
Wasn't he arrested? The guy across the street?
No. No, you're thinking about his neighbor.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the guy in the robe.
The guy in the robe going, "Hey,
Hey, did you hear about George Norrie?
God, that's terrible." What else is going on out there? So, wild and crazy things in the world out there. We're all trying to be cool and be nice to
But
each
ghosts
other.
are real and space aliens are real. I'm telling y'all right
Space
now.
aliens are
This is
real.
Strange Nights, and we actually mean that.
We mean it. We've seen them.
I've
we
seen
feel
ghosts,
them,
and I've
you
seen some
know.
weird crap in the sky my
And,
whole
you know,
lifetime.
and I've had
We
women.
see some weird stuff.
I've had women that
it's real.
girlfriends that were witches. I know they were because one day in Colorado, I couldn't. Louise would not let my car start.
Yep.
She said, "You're
He
not
was-
leaving
he was
until
cursed
I
by a
say
girlfriend.
you can."
He was
What?
cursed by
What are you talking about?
He's cursed by an ex-girlfriend that ruined his car.
Which car was that?
I don't know. I thought you were just saying that. I was just
No, she.
I was
wouldn't
just helping you embellish.
no. I mean, I partied with her all day, and then she didn't want me to leave, and said, "Your car's not going to start."
Oh, that's what I'm saying. She made your car
I
not
said,
work.
"No, bull crap. Watch."
Yep.
I said, "Come on, Louise, let the car start."
You know what her name was?
What?
Madeline Albright.
I thought you were going to say Clinton. Okay,
That's for you. Those of you just do your homework.
do your homework.
Do your homework.
Do your homework. Oh my God! Talking about homework, we are here at Pub Sports Radio. We are at Southtown 101, a wonderful bar.
It's a wonderful bar. We got
Great.
rocks. We got the girls that
There's
work here.
Plenty of space
The
outside
food here is amazing, folks.
for people to sit outside.
Get your butts over here. God darn
to be
it.
space from
You better
everybody.
do that. You better do that.
There's more space in the
I'll haunt
interior.
you
'cause
forever.
You got, everyone's got X's. How did X become the mark? Okay.
What X like when you have an ex-girlfriend?
You got to stay in that X. What about? I'd rather have a circle. Can I have a circle? How about a square?
Look, a circle's like
Can I get an isosceles?
The thing is,
an isosceles triangle or something like that.
Isosceles.
Isosceles?
If you step out of a circle, then you feel more.
If I want to
guilty.
call it isosceles, isosceles.
The isosceles triangle.
Oh, I call it isosceles. But yeah, but they got X's.
An isosceles triangle, where every angle is exactly the same.
Thank you. But they got all these X's. Can somebody break it up a little instead of
I
X's
think.
and O's? Just like the computer. Can we have like
No, computers are ones and zeros.
Like they can have like dolls or Playboy bunnies or something like that you could step on. Can I
yeah,
step in?
like that.
Or
Instead
some
of ones
other-
and zeros, instead of ones and zeros, it should have been bunnies and ducks.
bunnies and ducks. Yeah. If Disney had been ahead of all this,
See that?
they would have had all their characters.
Computers.
all
The
over
computer
the
science
world.
is about bunnies and ducks and not ones
You know
and
what I mean?
zeros.
Instead of having
Just think
those,
about how beautiful the light world would be.
Disney would have had Donald Duck over here, Mickey Mouse over here.
That's
Okay,
right.
step on the duck and you'll be okay.
And we would not even
6
have
feet
to worry
above.
about 2001.
And look, we got 7 dwarfs right there, sitting all over them.
7 doors.
7 doors or drawers or something like that.
I love that.
Uh,
Instead of ones and zeros, should have
so
been bunnies and ducks.
I'm surprised nobody has tried to, claim that information. Like the plastic. I tell you what, we should have had some money in plexiglass earlier in the year.
Wow, man.
Jeez.
If I had money in plexiglass, I'd be a
Oh,
billionaire.
no kidding, man.
Yeah.
Whoever had to cut that stuff down.
Plexiglass, man.
Oh, plexiglass, man. It's flexible.
You know,
And-
plexiglass is one of those things that somebody made up by accident. Goes, what the hell did we just make? Oh no, man! You better hide it from the boss.
Well, when they made WD-40,
What the hell is that in the warehouse?
know how
I
they-
know. I think we might be able to manufacture that stuff.
did you know how they come up with the name WD-40? Yeah, how that came up with?
Oh yeah, there's a whole story behind that.
Well, they were practicing with this, chemical to, help loosen up bolts and stuff. And it was the 40th experiment that they tried.
Oh, that's right.
They call it WD-40.
And the W was done. It was for
don't know.
Washington D.C. Not.
Nice try. Nice try.
That's really bad.
No, it was
Very bad joke.
no, it wasn't Washington.
That's what
DC.
it's called. Bad
No,
delivery.
it was Wonder Dog.
No, the W stands for something though, but it was a 40th try.
It was the 40th try,
I remember,
and
that.
that's what they call it. Finally, call it WD-40.
Washer,
Washer,
dryer, or
washer,
something, something
dryer,
like that. So-
wash nut.
It was
something
like a
that.
washing it.
I have no idea.
It was like
But anyway, getting back to parasitic aliens.
wow, yeah, excellent segue.
Thank you. Well, George Norrie was talking about in this country, true story. And what do you call it, segwack?
That was beyond a segue.
That was beyond a
you
segway.
actually transcended the segue.
Transcended. A
That was
segway.
an excellent segue.
Segwack was one of our words. Segwack.
Segue is when you.
But he says that over 30,000 people a year disappear in the United States.
I believe it.
Just disappear. You're walking with them in a forest, and you turn around, they're gone. You didn't hear nothing. You didn't hear an animal.
Tiny man,
just gone.
people getting zapped
Now,
up.
we're only talking about the United States.
Things are happening,
Every
man.
Country
Part of it's
reports
Part of
people
it's terrestrial, part of it's extraterrestrial.
missing like that. So if
A
we're
lot
talk-
of it, most of it's terrestrial. Most of it's people
we're-
abducting
We're
people.
talking about 1 million people a
But some
year.
people, no, it's not that much.
Just
But a lot of people are. A lot of people are.
30,000 in the United States. 30,000 people a year.
No,
are,
a million.
Yes,
A million
yes.
people a year don't go missing.
Yes, they
No,
do.
they don't.
Yes,
No,
they
they
do.
don't.
Look
No,
it up.
they
Look
don't.
at Roger Palacios.
And even when they do, they're gonna go, oh well,
Okay.
800,000 of them is
No,
explainable.
No.
But a lot of people go.
Look at
A lot of
Palladius.
people go. A lot of people go missing.
No,
I don't believe it's a million.
no. It's throughout
They're
the
gonna go a
world.
million years. It's kind of like this COVID thing. Oh,
Through the world,
800,000
No.
are really.
Look at
missing.
Pleiades.
They were just
Pleiades.
800,000 of them ran away.
Can I say my story before I pierce you with this thing?
Pleiades. Does that look real?
Does it? No, Pleiades is this guy. He's written about 6 books about it. While these people disappear all the time in the national forest. So he has averaged out every year 30,000 people are missing, men, women, and children just gone. That's just the United States.
But statistics up
Now you go around the whole world. That's close to 1 million people a year just disappear.
No, it's
Where do they
outplayed.
go?
The numbers are played with.
No.
It's a lot of people, but it's not a million.
Well, if you add the whole world together,
No, a million
if
people,
only 30,000 people,
a million
in Texas,
people a year don't go missing in the world.
over 30,000 in the United States.
The next year they go, oh, we figured out where 700,000 of them went.
Where? In a spaceship or what?
Well, they figure it out.
Yeah.
The other 300,000, they go, I don't know, man.
I don't know, man.
And then like 20 years later,
Yeah. They all show up.
About 15 of them show up on America's Most Wanted.
Well, we went into this ranch outside Texas and we liked it. And
We liked it.
We liked it. And I want you to meet my brother, my mother, my sister,
And my
There's
brother
only one
Daryl.
person sitting there.
And my other brother Daryl, and my brother Daryl.
And my brother,
And my other brother Daryl.
and my mother from another
My brother, my dad is like named Daryl.
So let me see. Have we touched everybody? Have we pissed everybody off out there yet? No, not yet. Not yet.
I haven't pissed myself off yet.
Okay, let me see. Let me get what. I tell you what. Let me do one more thing here before we get off the air. Where is my book?
I know you better hurry, man, because we got like 8 minutes to go.
Oh, it's no problem. Okay, here we go. We always like talking about strange stories, especially from East Texas. So, great mysteries of the 20th century.
Great mysteries of the 20. What?
Great mysteries of the 20th century.
Great mysteries of the 20th century.
Thank you, Mystery Breath.
Thank you. I'm Ed McMahon.
I went to go see a chiropractor today. I'm going to go see one every month.
Really? What
And-
are you guys? What do you guys party together? Have a joint? What do you guys do?
He unjoints me. But right there at the Colonies North, when I used to work for National Furniture, they had Ed McMahon actually came down to do a promotion for them.
And National Furniture.
Yeah. And I didn't get to go, but I did send him my tape, and it was a terrible tape.
Did you send them a couple of jokes?
No, I just sent him some tape, a tape of my performance on comedy. It wasn't very well because he didn't call me back.
Yeah, and you never used them. It's all right, man. I would have used them. All right, so what do you got there?
I'm trying to find something. Trying to find something. Try. It's a little tricky. You just can't just come up with something and boom, you got it. You know.
I think we just start reading and make stuff up while you're reading.
What?
I don't know, like it's like when you read somebody's horoscope and you go and you start making stuff up while you're reading their horoscope. You ever do that?
Yeah, sure.
That's the funnest thing to do.
And
next week you're gonna die of shingles.
The dog star Cyrus.
It's in
which
your
is
horoscope.
compared to the cat next door.
Yes, then you're in the cusp of the bunny rabbit.
Cusp of the bunny rabbit. That's a good one. The cusp of the bunny rabbit. That sounds sick.
I think that's real, man.
Okay, what, the bunny rabbit?
No, the cusp of the bunny rabbit.
The cusp of the bunny rabbit.
Yeah,
So it was a
man.
little furry. Didn't taste very
It's
well.
furry until you get just a leg.
Just a leg. Just a leg. Okay, let's talk about Nixon. Remember Nixon?
Wow, that was a segue I've ever heard one.
Segue I've ever
Talk about
heard.
Nixon.
Oh, well, we did talk about this one time, but I want to talk about it one more time. Who was this? Charlie Chapman. Somebody stole his grave. I mean, stole his body
Yeah.
for a ransom. The guy was already dead, but they actually took the actual body and they said, "Do you want to see him again?" Well, we're not going to see him. We'll just have his body. We're not going to really see him.
It was some mad taxidermist that they arrested like a year later.
They actually, well, if you want his body, why do you take somebody who's already dead? You know, take somebody that has been dead.
People get so obsessed with things, though.
I know they do. They do.
I think that's what that
they
is.
actually did that.
People get obsessed, but that is true. Wasn't his body stolen? That's kind of true.
Yeah. Well, it's just like there was that supposedly like the blood of not Teresa of St. Francis of Assisi.
Yeah.
Supposedly it's still there, or the hair. Or no, hair can last a long time. Hair can last. I know because I've seen there's hair in my body. I can't ever.
Yeah,
get rid of.
I find hairs back in my books.
Now, here's one. Amelia Earhart. Now, this is true. They said they have not found. They did find evidence of her landing in some little atoll off the Japanese island somewhere, and they killed her. That's just it.
I think she was. Yeah, I think she was eaten by some strange
natives.
I think she had some natives on some island. I think they sexed her out and then ate her.
And if those who don't know who Amelia Earhart,
I think Amelia Earhart died a
daring woman who would fly all over the place, and she went across.
I would have married her in a second.
Oh, she was kind of tall.
Oh no, I tell you what, she was hot.
Well,
Amelia Earhart was a hot.
You just like the name Amelia.
No, just the fact that somebody be that independent as a woman.
Back then too.
It's like a girl that go capping by herself.
Oh,
man.
Okay. Now
love those kind of girls.
Remember the actor Leslie Howard?
No.
Leslie Howard. He was a very dapper man.
He's a man.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Leslie Howard.
Leslie Nielsen?
No, that's a man too.
Oh, that was an airplane.
Anyway, Leslie Howard. He was a actor, and he's a very debonair actor. He was missing. His plane was missing somewhere over the Pacific. Who else is missing? Somebody else is there. Okay, I can't get more there.
We got 3 minutes.
Oh, it's already 10:30.
Almost.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we were just filling in.
We don't know what the hell just happened.
Anyway, hey, we have been having a good time. I want to thank everybody for listening tonight. Mr. Jeff, Brenna, Roger, Drew, Debbie.
Did Brenna actually like the show?
Again. Yeah, did Brenna. Oh, don't forget, votehateaway.com and look up her facebook.com, okay to be you.
That's good. Okay to be you is awesome. Okay to be you is awesome.
Adi and all those other people.
I'm not sure about the Vote Hate Away one, but the okay to be you is awesome.
But we're going to have more people listening and stuff because we're going to start promoting it a little bit better, maybe doing it the right way instead of getting ripped off. Well, we don't get ripped off. But anyway, we enjoy doing this. I
get ripped off all the time, man.
Just add a little comedy to the world, a little nonsense to the world because it's crazy out there. We know it. And we try to be.
It's more on the side of nonsense than comedy.
It's true. More than, but it has substance, right, Brenda?
No.
Hey,
not.
Anyway, we want to say thanks a lot to CBD.
Natural Heights, 1880 Nacogdoches Road, folks.
Don't scream it so loud. I'm right here.
I can't help it.
Wait, where's it?
But you got the phone number. What's the phone number?
Oh, 210. I thought it was graffiti.
210-592-1060. 592-1060.
We were at pubsportsradio.com, pubsportsradio, YouTube.
Come eat the peanut butter burger.
Nights.
Damn y'all.
Coming out the peanut butter burger, the jalapeno wrap, bacon wrapped. They're great.
Oh my God.
And they're here. The bar's open until 2, of
bacon
course.
Wrap jalapenos.
You got food to go.
Oh,
you can party outside, party a little bit inside.
Oh no.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank Preston for helping us tonight. We will be here next week. We're cleaning up everything we just touched with our face and everything.
I'm clean. If you hear that weird noise, I'm cleaning the microphone.
Y'all have a good night. Good night.
Good night. Love you all.